I'm investigating and touring Kurzweil first from the teacher's perspective. So logging in as the teacher, this is some of the interface. I have it half blocked off because the rest has all students' first and last names. But on the left you'll see my name, and then you can see that either I can have private files, public, or recently opened. So public and private are whether my students can access them or not. So they can log in as themselves. They would find me as their teacher, and then they would go to the public folder and they could access anything that I've put in there. Our board will also put in their things, and you can see publicly Aboriginal study files, EQEO, different stories that they've put on there. Different schools have made their own folders. Teachers can make their own folders in the Peel one, so then it's shared within the board. So we're going to go into, I guess, my part of it. It's been really updated since I've used it several years ago. So I like the feature here that it goes straight to your Google Drive. I've already connected. Just give it a second here. I've already connected my Google Drive. And I can go to any documents in there. It automatically has my documents. I can switch over to PDFs and it sorts through which ones are the PDFs that are in there. So I'll put up, this was an article done by one of my girls. I insert that. And again, this part can all be done by a student as well, but I can upload my own files that I want them to see from Google that I think is fantastic. So this is also what a student would be seeing, so they can read.
Cross Country. Event May 5, 2016. Cross Country is about running. The grades that participate are grade 3s, 4s, and 5.
So I like that it'll read back their work as an editing process. They can then use the same text features that a Google Drive or Word would have and insert edits or text. They can highlight different features. So they can say, well, here's my intro in purple. Orange can be their evidence or their further explaining or whatever your criteria you want. Erasing is just as easy as highlighting. Crossing out things. You can look up words, look for translations. So if we get off of the eraser, and if we look up, let's see, excited, let's see what it gives us. So it gives us very quickly the definition and anything else we would need. Children's dictionary, so it makes it a lot more simple. I like that part actually. And then they can save their work right into Kurzweil, and it would be in there for both them and I to see. There is some play here with how you want the reader, slowing it down, the pacing, whether it wants sentence or paragraph, word by word, the highlighting options. I'm going to go see if I can try and log in as a student now. So one more thing I've discovered before I go to the student account is, so when you go to My Accounts and you go to Users, you can search anybody that's in your class or your whole school board, provided that the program is registered from your school board. So I made a teacher-student account, and one of the newer, I guess, features, you used to be able to see show and you could see your students' passwords. As a teacher right now, that's not giving me the option, and I don't know if the ISSP team would have more access than I do. If I hit reset password, it sends the email to the student's email, and each student has their own Gmail address, so it would send it to that. And then you would have to sit down with the student to reset it and record it. So that part's a little bit more frustrating because we used to be able, as the teachers, to reset their passwords for them.